Greetings and welcome to yet another episode of Euroman Movie Report. This week, The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby is based upon the novel by famous American author F. Scott Fitzgerald, and the story is about rich Americans in New York in the early 1920s. And having watched the 1974 version starring Robert Redford as J. Gatsby, I must say that in many ways this version is visually superior to the 1974 version. Like the previous Baz Luhrmann project, Australia, Baz Luhrmann's The Great Gatsby contains too much CGI. You have for instance, you have the mansions, the transition from Gatsby's mansion to Tom Buchanan's mansion. It was like being in a freaking computer game. I have no problem with them using CGI, but when you get the feeling that you are in a computer game, then there's too much CGI. And I don't think it was appropriate to use CGI in this film, because it's not like this is not 300 or something like that. No, but I guess it was to cut costs. But anyway, if you look away from that, the acting, Leonardo DiCaprio as J. Gatsby, Joel Edgerton as Tom Buchanan, Carey Mulligan as Daisy, and of course Tobey Maguire as Nick Carraway. There I would say that Leonardo DiCaprio's version of J. Gatsby is way superior to Robert Redford's, because Leonardo, he brings this class to the character which Robert Redford couldn't, and the presence of Leonardo DiCaprio in The Great Gatsby makes this version watchable, because the performance of the actors, Carey Mulligan's performance, is somewhat mild, and Tom Buchanan, the character Tom Buchanan, portrayed by Joel Edgerton, his character is fairly okay. Tobey Maguire's performance is okay. You almost catch yourself thinking, where has he hidden the Spider-Man suit, because he didn't fit this film. In my opinion, they should have chosen another actor. But all in all, is it a good film? Is it a good version of The Great Gatsby? Yeah, it brings all it brings all the quirks of the novel onto the screen, and it's fairly entertaining. We have this orgy of colors, all the dance parties in Gatsby's mansion. I guess that's why they converted it into 3D. I didn't watch this in 3D because I have a rule that movies which have been post-converted into 3D, I don't watch those movies in 3D. So anyway, if I'm going to talk about the moral of the story, yeah, we learn in the story, of course, that Gatsby, whose name was Gats, early on in his life, he had been madly in love with Daisy, but because he was a poor man, he wasn't good enough for Daisy. And then he tried to become rich, and then Daisy, when she learned about this, she wanted him to throw all this away, and that, in my opinion, makes Daisy a bit of a spoiled brat / bitch, because she wanted him to throw away his achievements, knowing well that he had strived to reach her level in society, and that makes her a terrible person, in my opinion. So the moral of the story is, of course, that don't cling on to the past, because if you cling on to the past, it will ruin you eventually. So, but in general, the choice of music, inserting hip-hop as the score in this film, it was a bit weird in the beginning, since this movie takes place in the 1920s. but it worked, and it was okay. And but as I said in the beginning, the overuse of CGI somewhat ruins this film. If I'm gonna rate it, I would say 2.5 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles, and the 2.5 out of 5 is for Leonardo DiCaprio's performance. Next week I'm gonna review The Fast and the Furious 6. Until then, take care, dudes. This is Euroman of Euroman's Movie Report signing off, and I'll see you in the next movie review. Bye for now.